It's a miracle he's here to begin with. Grandpa was born in Rome, but you'd never know it from meeting him. Whenever the topic of his childhood comes up, or even something random about the war, his face goes slack and a mist seems to pass over his eyes. It's like he temporarily checks out of consciousness. The one and only time I asked him how he survived, I was in 10th grade and working on a family history project. Grandpa got up from his armchair and shuffled into the kitchen, muttering about needing a drink. "Could have told you that would happen," Mom said, almost smugly. Grandpa goes by Ralph, not his birth name, Raffaele, which I glimpsed on his boarding pass at the airport. And I've never heard him utter a word of his first language. In his defense, he was only 6 when he came to America to live with cousins after the war, but clearly there's more to his rejection of all things Italian than having spent most of his life stateside. For most of my life, Mom claimed she'd long ago given up on trying to learn what happened in Grandpa's past. But that wasn't true. Deep down, she'd never really moved on. In my senior year of high school, when the tests came back and the doctor said she had 3 months to live, Mom started asking Grandpa questions again. No matter how much she begged for the truth, Grandpa said she should focus on getting better, not things that happened a lifetime ago. But Mom didn't get better, and she died without answers. Died without ever understanding why her father had always been so closed off, even to his own family. Between the scraps of evidence Mom was able to gather, and my own exhaustive research on Rome's Jewish population during World War II, I know a few concrete things about Grandpa's childhood. He was born in September 1938, the year Italy introduced racial laws banning Jews from going to school, working certain jobs, and marrying people of other faiths. The war started the following year, with Italy eventually joining in 1940, on Hitler's side. Grandpa was 5 in September 1943, when Italy abandoned its alliance with Germany to join the Allied powers instead, and Germany responded by occupying Rome. On October 16th of that year, Grandpa's mother, father, and 2 sisters were rounded up and sent to Auschwitz, along with over 1,000 other Roman Jews. Only 16 of those deported survived. I still don't know how Grandpa got away or where he went instead, but he was the only member of his immediate family to escape the roundup. Or so we thought. Everything changed early one Saturday morning this past April. I was at my favorite desk on the 2nd floor of the college library, making headway on my final paper from my modern European history class, when an email whooshed into my inbox from a name I'd never seen before, Tommaso Renni. I was planning on ignoring it, as I was in the middle of typing 8,000 words on the Warsaw Ghetto uprising. But then I noticed the subject line. Question about Bruna Mosseri. Bruna Mosseri was the older of Grandpa's 2 sisters. Besides the fact that she'd died in the Holocaust, I didn't know anything about her. Leaning in closer to my laptop screen, I opened the email.
Dear Lila, I apologize for this strange message. My name is Tommaso Renni, and I am a university student in Rome, Italy. My great-grandmother, Violetta Pellegrini, died in Rome in 1944, during World War II. I have always wanted to know more about her, but I have never succeeded in finding any information. I'm writing to you because you might be able to help me. While cleaning out the apartment of my grandmother, Violetta's daughter, Carla, I found a locket. Inside the locket, there was a note that mentioned Violetta's death. It was written by someone named Bruna Mosseri. Searching online, I found the article you wrote for the Hamilton Spectator about Holocaust Remembrance Day, where you mention a great-aunt from Rome named Bruna Mosseri.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.